I found a love for me. Well, darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me.
Anna. Yeah. Hi. My dress. You want to see the back? Look at this.
And in your eyes, you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, or listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it. Darling, you look perfect tonight. Well, I found a woman stronger than anyone I know. She shares my dreams. I hope that someday I'll share her home. I found a love to carry more than just my secrets, to carry love, to carry children of our own. We are still kids, but we're so in love, fighting against all odds. I know we'll be alright this time. Well, darling, just hold my hand, be my girl, I'll be your man. I see my future.
Where's your mom, Bobby?
Yeah?
Aw, so sweet. Aw. She labels everything, you know?
You know, your only daughter.
Mean to us. From the moment we met you, we welcomed you with open arms into our family. It was so easy for us to see how happy you made our son. The special way you loved him and the kindness in your heart. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the happiness you have brought into his life. We know he's very proud to have you as his wife. Our son will gain a loving wife and a daughter will be given to us. All our love. That's so nice.
Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When I saw you in that dress, looking so beautiful, I don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, if we can please stand to receive the bride. Thank you, everyone. You may be seated. And also, Francesco, give him a round of applause as well. I've seen the before pictures, so. To all of you in attendance today, you're not here just to witness two beautiful people getting married. It's truly more than that. Your physical and your virtual presence is an acknowledgement that you support this couple as a united marriage. Now, it doesn't mean you get into business or anything like that, but it does mean that when they need the love and support of their family and friends, you are there. And there's a saying that goes, it takes a village to raise a child, and I truly believe it takes a village to support a marriage. And as their village, you'll be looked upon to support them and guide them as they navigate through marriage. And the invite process for every ceremony is very stressful. And with COVID, it's made that even more stressful. A couple now has to get a list of people they love, some people they like, some people they tolerate. And they make a final list of the most important people that they want to enjoy the most important day in their relationship. So it's truly an honor to be invited to someone's wedding. So as a sign of appreciation to these two, I would love for everyone to give them a round of applause and appreciation. So on behalf of Francesco and Ana Bianca, welcome and thank you for being here and tuning in. They are delighted that you're here today to share in their joy during this wonderful moment in their lives, and as they join together to create a new family. And for you, Francesco and Ana Bianca, in family life, be completely present as being in harmony with each other. That is the measure of success. There is no other binding force for you but your love and affection and care for each other. The basis of family is love, generosity, respect, and compassion. And as we've touched on the topic of family, the history and creation of family comes through marriage. A wedding and a marriage is where two tribes, two kingdoms, two families join together. And in joining together, they become stronger. And make no mistake, today we are joining two families. I want you to think of every cousin, uncle, brother, sister, anyone, grandparent that's here or virtually tuning in. They are all now family because of the decision that you two are making today. As we were talking about family, I'd like to acknowledge the parents of Francesco and Ana Bianca, Razvan, Ioana, Candy, and Carmen. If you can please stand. Please stand, keep going. As much as this is an important day for these two, it's an important day for you four, the parents, who have brought these children into the world and have nurtured them into adulthood. And you're now witnessing another stage in your daughter and your son's lives. And your continued support will be needed as they unite in marriage. And as parents, we have dreams for our children. We hope that they grow up. We hope that they become good people, which they are. We also hope that their hopes and dreams come true. But also, we hope for our children that they will meet someone who will love and take care of them as much as we possibly can. And I truly believe they have found that in each other. So rest assured, they are in good hands. There's a saying that goes, when children find true love, parents find true joy. Parents who've done a fantastic job raising these two. The gifts we give our children, of course, is life. Another gift we give our children is a healthy relationship and what a marriage can and should be. And when I asked these two, what was the best example you've seen of a marriage in your lives? And they told me, you four. I'm certain they will take what they've learned from witnessing. I'm sure they will take what they witnessed from all of you and apply it to their marriage. May I ask, how long have you guys been married for? You have to verify. 38 years or 30 years? 30 years. Round of applause for 30 years. And how long have you guys been married for? 30, they beat you, 33 years. Round of applause. And that's 3 years sooner. So, because you guys have obviously brought them into the world and given them the greatest example of what a marriage can and should be, I want to give you guys a sign of applause and appreciation for giving us these two wonderful people. There is a responsibility that both of you have to each other's parents. You are to love and take care of each other in respect of them. They are not just giving you their greatest gift, they're giving you their greatest love. And that should be always honored and cherished. So I say to parents, will you promise to stand by these two, promise to stand and give them the greatest love and wisdom that their marriage needs?
Absolutely.
Thank you. You may be seated. So for your parents, being able to say you've been happily married for 30 or 33 years is something that I want for you. Sorry, something that I need for you. There is a pride of being able to say that you've been married for that long, and that's something that you can't put a price on, and it makes every high and low that you'll go through, that you've been through in your relationship, totally worth it. It's a constant moving finish line you will enjoy to chase. To understand how we got here today, it's important to know how this story started and where this love journey began. To do this, we have to go back to 2015 while both of them were attending Western. I'm sure there's Western alums in here. Here's some noise. Between years 1 and 3, they knew of each other through mutual friends. They both lived on residence and would see each other after class and on the bus. Anna Bianca knew Francesco to be the very loud guy around his friends. And Francesco always thought Anna Bianca was pretty. Their first official meeting came when they met at a birthday party. At this party, they were able to interact and have a good conversation with each other. Anna Bianca was actually the DD for the party and offered to give Francesco and his friend a ride home. But Francesco declined because he thought Anna Bianca had been drinking. Which of course she wasn't. She wasn't. Francesco was able to make the first move and ask Anna Bianca for her number so that they can stay in contact. The next day, Francesco sent Anna Bianca a message asking if she wanted to grab coffee. She was actually presenting at a conference and was having her parents come into town, so she was actually pretty busy and didn't actually reply to his message. After some time, she eventually replied to Francesco's message and asked if he was free that weekend. So, officially, the first date was set. The first date was set at a coffee date at a campus coffee shop called The Spoke. The date went very well, as they both learned a lot about each other and had a great conversation. Francesco was intrigued by Anna Bianca's background, which was different than anyone he had ever met. Anna Bianca liked the date because it was casual and she felt comfortable. They both realized that they had the same values. As they developed as individuals, so did their relationship, and they relished the fact that they were able to meet each other when they were younger and were able to grow together. The relationship grew not only between the two of them, but with each other's parents as well. Very quickly, they felt like family, which was something that they weren't expecting. The relationship was very natural and comfortable, and it felt like it was meant to be. They would do things that they would love together, like go for walks, going on trails, getting good food, a good movie, and cooking together and traveling. As everybody knows, they are both hardworking, and they value and enjoy the time that they're able to spend together. The next chapter in the relationship came in May of 2019. It was a beautiful day, and both of them took a trip to the waterfront in Burlington. As Francesco had a plan to take their relationship to the next level. Francesco had researched fire about cherry blossom trees and when the trees were going to blossom. He tried to plan a day that the trees would blossom, so that he could propose under a cherry blossom tree. The trees, unfortunately, had a different plan. And we're not cooperating and we're not blossoming. That's okay. Francesco was able to find a beautiful spot by the water and proposed to Anna Bianca. And of course, she said yes. There was even more surprises for that day as Francesco told Anna Bianca that they were going to lunch to celebrate. And she was pleasantly surprised to meet both their parents in there who congratulated them, and they enjoyed a nice engagement lunch. This day was another chapter in their love story as they entered into the covenant of marriage. Francesco and Anna Bianca, marriage is ever so important because it gives you the 4 S's. Stability, security, support, and strength. Stability comes from the covenant you are making today. Devoting yourself to someone for the rest of your life is creating something that's long-lasting and beautiful, and that will bring stability to your relationship and the family you are creating. Security comes from knowing the person you love the most in the world will protect you, love you, keep you safe, and be with you always. And then there's support. There is no one in this world that support each other more than the both of you. Support isn't always about agreeing with everything that the person says or does. It's wanting the best for you always. Your successes, your goals, your dreams, are now intertwined. It is a partnership of the greatest kind because you can support each other and it's for the greater good of the both of you in your relationship. And then there's strength. Marriage strengthens a relationship. You are the strongest when you are together. As you are making a covenant for life to be together, you will all forever be strong. Marriage also strengthens two important chords of a relationship. The first of this is friendship. Every successful marriage I've seen or witnessed has a very strong friendship. Friendship is an underestimated aspect to a successful marriage, as no marriage can survive without it. A husband and wife are each other's best friend. Best friends hang out with each other and enjoy each other's company. They share interests. They listen and talk with each other about anything. Best friends share their deepest, darkest secrets with each other, knowing that they'll stay safe. Best friends accept each other for who they are and never judge each other for their past. Best friends can be counted on not only to tell you what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. Best friends support each other's dreams and aspirations. And actually, when you actually think about marriage, it's almost like an epic sleepover with your bestie, but your parents still come to pick you up in the morning. Never forget to keep your friendship as the foundation to your relationship. Love is another important pillar in a relationship that's strengthened by marriage. Being loved is amazing, but loving someone is better. The love that you have between the two of you is something special because it's the love that you've chosen. You've both chosen to love each other, and that should be valued and cherished. One of the best quotes I've ever heard speaks about love and friendship, and it goes like this. Love is like a friendship caught on fire. In the beginning a flame, very pretty, often hot and fierce, but still only a light and flickering. As love grows older, our hearts mature, and our love becomes as cold, deep burning, and unquenchable. And this quote is actually from Bruce Lee. Let us turn our ear to the Word of God. I'd like to invite Francesco's aunt, Anna Maria, to say a reading.
Okay. Number 1, Corinthians 13. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud, it does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered. And it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, it always trusts, it always hopes, and it always perseveres. Love never fails.
Thank you very much. This verse is very popular and is very powerful as it speaks to the essence of love, which is selflessness. And when you think about it, it makes sense. When we think about any breakdown in a relationship, it comes from individuals thinking of their own selfish interests over the others. And anytime you feel you're not putting each other first, it's an opportunity to get back to love. The balance created from a husband and wife putting each other first means you'll never do without. Love is self-sacrificing, so love unselfishly. Love brought you together, love is the reason for today, and love is the reason your marriage will work. Love, of course, will be the main component in your marriage and will be felt today by the actions and words said today. And speaking of those words, we've now come to your vows. And may I remind you that saying your vows is one thing, but the true challenge is living them day by day. What's promised today must be renewed tomorrow and every day henceforth. So, Francesco, we'll start with you.
Anna Bianca, I love you. Today, in the presence of our friends, family, and God, I give myself to you in marriage. 7 years ago, when we first met at university, I quickly realized that you were family. From the very beginning, your eyes showed me your innocence, patience, leadership, intelligence, and loving heart. You are very special to me, Anna Bianca. I see these vows not as promises, but as a privilege. As we continue to grow in our lives together, I vow to be the man that you've always inspired me to be. I vow to be present, patient, honest with you. I vow to admire you, honor you, trust you, encourage you, and support your dreams. I vow to always make you laugh and most importantly, laugh together. As we grow as a family, I vow to work together to be equal partners in life, and to always remember that the amazing person that I married today. I am honored to be with you. I am honored to become your husband. You have taught me that together, with respect, trust, and open communication, we are far stronger and happier than we are alone. I promise to treat you with compassion rather than fairness, because we are a team, now and for always. Anna Bianca, you're my best friend, and the love of my life. You made my house a home, and I'm excited to spend the rest of my life with you. I love you.
This is Audi. Yeah, Audi.
I'll recover from that. Frankie, I've been married to you in my heart long before today. You are my best friend, my chosen family. I could start by saying that the connection I felt with you is what made me fall in love, but it was beyond simply falling in love. It was a feeling of my soul feeling at ease. You felt like family, like the person I should be sharing my life with. I thank God for bringing such a kind and caring man into my life. I love that you are a caring and loving son, brother, and grandson, and how you love me unconditionally. I know that even at the lowest moments, you truly care for me, and I have your heart. Your soul is good, your intentions are pure, and you have a big heart. And these three things I recognize from the moment I met you and give me confidence to marry you today. In the years ahead, I vow to always remind you of your greatest qualities and support you to be your best self in all aspects of your life, including emotionally and spiritually. I vow to inspire you to go after your dreams, to build up your confidence. I vow to respect you, appreciate and understand you, and to learn from you. I vow to be your support and encouragement in times of despair and times of prosper. I vow to be your peace and calm in life, and to give you security and remove your worries. I vow to continue laughing at all your jokes, and to never take our time together for granted. I vow to be forbearing, sweet, generous, and forgiving. I vow to bring you your life, beauty, and joy. As your wife, I vow to create a household filled with love, peace, tenderness, and integrity. Most of all, I vow to love you just as much tomorrow as I do today, as the glamour of today fades away and we go through many phases of our lives together. I pray to God to bless our union, to give us strength to weather any storm that comes our way, to give us joy in life, and to remind us how lucky we are to have each other.
May I have the rings, please? Ooh, these are nice. Wedding rings. Shiny, pretty, inexpensive, but they do serve a purpose other than being jewelry on our finger. Wedding rings, if you believe a history of wedding rings, they're supposed to be the unbroken circle of love. Love freely given has no beginning and no end, and no giver and no receiver. For each is a giver and each is a receiver. But wedding rings do serve another purpose. If anything, they are a reminder. They're a reminder of today. They're a reminder of the beautiful vows that you've spoken. They're a reminder of the covenant that you're making today before everyone and with God. But most of all, it's a reminder that there's someone in this world that loves you unconditionally. May these rings always be a reminder of the love that you share between the two. Justin, I'll leave you to take the lead.
Anna Bianca, I give you this ring, that you may wear it as a symbol of the vows we have made this day. I pledge you my love and respect, my laughter and my tears. With all that I am, I honor you.
Francesco, I give you this ring, that you may wear it as a symbol of the vows we have made this day. I pledge you my love and respect, my laughter and my tears. With all that I am, I honor you.
It's humidity. I'll just swallow. Got it. Yeah. Now we'll work. I-do's. They are 2 words, 3 letters, but are probably going to be the most important words that you want to say to each other other than I love you. And the reason why we say I do opposed to I will, or I'll think about it, is because I do has a bit of a finality to it. It makes it seem the deal is done and it's been confirmed. And when you say your I do's, it's very important to remember that this is a commitment and a covenant to you and God for the rest of your lives. Good to know. Anna Bianca, so do you take Anna Bianca to be off the wedding? Do you choose her today? Do you choose a song? Do you choose her for that?
I do.
Good answer. And Anna Bianca, do you choose Francesco to be your lawfully wedded husband? Do you choose him today? Do you choose him tomorrow? And do you choose him for every day for the rest of your lives?
I do.
And do you both promise to make the necessary adjustments in your personal lives so that you have a harmonious life together?
We do.
We do.
Nailed it. Why don't you screw that part up? Well done, well done, guys. Now, in the spirit and joy of affirmation, I want to ask your friends and family a question. Do you, the family and friends of Francesco and Anna Bianca, give them your blessing and wishing them a wonderful life together? And if there's anybody in attendance that has any words or reasons on why these two should not be married, shut up. Let's go sign the marriage license.
His people's lands, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples. This land is now home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples. As people here who are spiritually in tune ourselves, we wanted to honor this marriage union with a Mohawk wedding ceremony. Traditional Mohawk ceremonies mark the entrance of the couple into a combined extended family of the bride and groom, and further into the larger community as well. Forever after, the married man and woman are contributing members in a large caring group, so they are never alone again. They have their nuclear family and extended extended family, and the community as a large family. So let's invite everyone to feel like we're a part of this and that we are all together as one family. Let's try to feel the essence of this, the depth and the symbolism of this Mohawk blanket ceremony. So the blanket ceremony has two parts to it. The first part will involve blue blankets. These blue blankets will separately cover the bride and the groom. And these blankets individually will represent the sorrows of their life before their union. It also represents their old ways of the individual, their conditionings of the past, personal failures, weaknesses, and their sorrows. So let's begin. For this, I invite the parents of the bride, parents of the groom to come up and to perform the first part of the ceremony. So we will ask Ana Bianca and Francesco. And I will ask the parents to drape them over their child individually. Again, this represents their old ways, their conditionings, the isolation they felt without having each other in their lives. And now we will commence the second part of the ceremony, which involves the white blanket. And in this part, the couple will be covered together in one white blanket. So the white blanket indicates the beginning of their life together, filled with peace and happiness. No social distancing. So this blanket also signifies their spiritual oneness, and it will be later displayed in their homes as well, so you're all invited. So the white blanket ceremony is done. Now I'll pass on to
Abby and Frankie, we as children of God wish you to be together forever and more. You shall be together even in the silent memory of God. Let there be spaces in your togetherness, and let the winds of heavens dance between you. Love one another, make a bond of love. Let it be a moving sea between the shores of your souls. Fill each other's cup and drink from them. Give one another your bread and eat from the same loaf. Sing and dance together and be joyous, and let each other be yourself. Give your hearts and let the hand of love contain your hearts, and stand together, yet not too near together. For the pillars of the temple stand apart, and the oak tree and the cypress grow not in each other's shadows. We wish you happiness and love forever.
So this is the meaning of the Mohawk marriage ceremony. It is to never be alone again. And as spiritually connected people, this is what we feel with the matrimony of this couple as well. Just like the couple stands together with each other, we too stand with the couple forever and always, so that they are never alone again. And on behalf of everyone, I would like to thank every single one of you for witnessing this ceremony and supporting it for this together. Thank you.
There is one more thing that we would like to offer you and say to you. And we'll stay here for till tomorrow, guys, because we have a lot to say. Emotional intelligence is a must in the family. Decide to be sweet and loving to each other. Understand that if we really love somebody, then we have to undergo every kind of trouble. There is nothing to sacrifice, but to enjoy everything. We enjoy our generosity towards each other as the greatest blessing. There is the greatest opportunity for inner growth and adventure when one embarks on married life. When you make a good family, then you create a very beautiful universe around.
So when we finally meet the person that we are meant to be with, we often kind of reflect and be like, well, where were you a year before or 2 years before? But what I know about God is that when He gives you your blessings, He doesn't always give them when you ask them, He gives them when you're ready to receive them. And always remember that you are each other's blessings, and you should never take your blessings for granted. And the day will come when you'll be ready to receive another blessing, when you grow your home and add children to your family. And this part is ever so important because as your parents did for you, you shall do for them, and provide them the greatest love and support, and also the example of what a marriage can and should be. And it's important for you to know how this is done. So for you, Francesco, for you to be the best father, you must be the best husband and that you can be. And how you treat the children, for your children of your mother, so mother of your children, sets an example of what a man should be and how a man should treat his wife. And the same thing for you, Anna. For you to be the best mother you can be, you must be the best wife you can be. And how you treat the father of your children sets an example of what a woman should be and how a woman should treat her husband. You know this from your personal experiences as you learn from your parents. And children learn relationships from their parents. And it's very important that you set that example. And good relationships and marriage is also a generational blessing that we pass down to the next generation. So every time you have a good marriage, it will pass down and create another one. Never forget. Now, before I pronounce you husband and wife, I want you guys to do one thing. I want you to take a deep breath, inhale, exhale, and I want you to really pause and register what's happening today. Now I want you two to close your eyes. I want you to think back to that first day that you first laid eyes on each other. Now I want you to think back to that first day. Now I want you to think back to that moment when you both realized that you loved each other. Now I want you to think back to that day in Burlington, New York, when you both were engaged. You may open your eyes. These are all important milestones in your relationship. And make no mistake, this is a love story. And the benefit of this love story is that you are both the authors and the stars of this love story. And how this story is written and how it unfolds is totally up to the two of you. And if your relationships are chapters in a book, your first meeting would be called the introduction. And today's chapter will be called the wedding. And it's truly my honor to introduce you to your next chapter, which is called the marriage. So with the honesty and sincerity of what's been said and done here today about the powers invested in you, it's my honor and delight henceforth declare you to be husband and wife. Ladies and gentlemen, if we can please stand. It is my honor to introduce to you for the first time as husband and wife, Francesco and Ana Bianca.
We will now invite the nonnas from Francesco's side to come forward. The nonnas. So we'll just ask everyone to maintain just some silence because we'll be having a lot of instructions going on as well for us to follow along and participate in the ceremony. So the basket contains olive oil. We can just show the olive oil representing Italian roots. We even have some salt in there present. The salt. The salt represents the marriage of the earth and the sea, like the marriage of the couple, the bride and the groom present here. That union, that salt represents that too. So this is the offering from Frankie's side. The nonnas are going, this is their contribution to this ceremony here. Thank you, nonnas. Thank you so much. You can... Italy was represented. Also the World Cup, the Euro Cup? Euro Cup, sorry. And now from Ana Bianca's side, we have Mama Carmela. So Mama Carmela is representing all the grandparents of Ana Bianca who could not be present here today because they're in Romania. But the relationship we share with Mama Carmela, we can truly say that she is representing that mother figure to all of us here, especially to Ana Bianca. And this bread is actually, there's a lot happening with this bread and I'd love to explain. So this bread was baked last night and has designs on it that showcase different symbolic motifs such as the symbol of life, the sun and the moon, which represent the cycles of life that the couple will now, going forward, will enjoy together. Also, it showcases the infinite symbol of the cross of life as well. A crown is also present. Thank you, Mama Carmela. She's doing a great job. A crown is also present, which represents that, the crown represents that Ana Bianca and Francesco will be the king and the queen of their home. They will rule together in their castle, and they'll rule in it together. And hopefully they'll invite us in it too sometime. The bread is, while Mama Carmela, oh, honestly, she's showing it to everyone. No one left behind. We're a family. So this bread is actually baked in a traditional Macedonian bakery, which is present in Burlington, which is where Ana Bianca is from, in Ontario. Last night, it was baked last night. So this bread these are very fresh bread.
Shared with all of us.
So,
to represent
we'll just let Mama Carmela finish, but I will go on. So this bread actually will be shared with all of us. And now I'm going to invite the bridesmaids up because there's a lot of symbolic things in the basket too, and we want to share all of that with you. And we'll ask the bridesmaids to help us out with that. So, I'm gonna ask them to kind of showcase some of the things. You saw the olive oil, Italy, you saw the salt, and there are 6 plates present here that represent Italy as well. They are Italian little symbolic Italian plates here. There's 6 of them. We're all about symbols. We're all about symbols here. There's very beautiful traditional Romanian plates as well, which will be used to serve the bread to the bride. We are bringing the world to you here today. There's also a little swan showpiece here as well. And this one was carried by the mother of the bride since long.
On all continents, on 3 continents.
Across 3 different continents. So Ana Bianca, by the way, we call her Abby, okay? She created this name for herself. She, as a young child, just took the first letter of her, first part of her name and then the B from the Bianca, and she's like, I'm going to call myself Abby. So we can all call her that endearingly. And this swan has traveled with Ana Bianca across continents because she's had quite the journey, the family as well, and it has traveled with them, so it's now for them to keep. There's also this traditional Romanian shawl that envelopes the basket right now. And this one is actually a gift from the grandmother of Ana Bianca, who could not be here because she's in Romania. And I'm just gonna ask the bridesmaids to drape it over the chair. And to ensure that there's joy and full protection surrounding the couple, I'm gonna ask one of the bridesmaids to just ring away all the evil. They're not gonna get COVID after this. So now we're gonna take all of this. The bridesmaids will take these things out, and we will serve the bread to all of you, so that let's always remember that we are all a part of the story here together. Also, to note, speaking of Max, he's on the cake display. So, he's on the cake topper. On the cake. He's on the cake. He's not here, but he's on the cake. So, no, he's there. He's there. It's not there? Max went missing. We're going to have to find Max. Where did he go from the cake? He ran away. Someone stole Max. Please, if anyone finds Max, please return Max to the cake as soon as possible. You can give it to me. I will not blame you for anything.
Andy and I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you. Given the circumstances and the state of this crazy world we live in, we are finally here and made this happen. We are honored and blessed to share this joyous occasion with all of you today. As Frankie's parents, we have always made it a point to let him know how loved and appreciated he is. He knows how much he means to us and how important he is in our lives. Frankie, as your parents, we have had the pleasure of watching you grow into a wonderful young man. We are extremely proud of you and all that you have accomplished thus far. I would also like to thank your grandparents for the important role they have played in your life. We cannot imagine what life would have been like without them, including all of their love and support throughout the years. Your mother and I have always supported you unconditionally. We encouraged and gave you every opportunity to try anything, to be who you wanted to be, and excel in whatever path you chose. By no means do we claim to be perfect parents. I know there were times I was hard on you. I only wanted the best for you. To be sure of yourself, we encouraged you to be a leader, not a follower, to dream, set goals, and strive towards those goals. You have no idea how proud we are of you and how much we love you. Ana Bianca, you look absolutely beautiful. We know you're going to be an amazing wife and partner. You are a bright, thoughtful, kind, and humble individual. We are extremely grateful to your parents, Ioana and Gabriel, for raising such a wonderful young lady. Sandy and I are blessed to have you in our lives and honored to call you our daughter. We love you dearly. Welcome to the family. We love Max too. For those that don't know, he's our grand fur baby. Having said this, if I may share one piece of advice, don't get busy making a living that you forget to work on making a life. If you would all please stand and join Candy and I in a toast. Through your journey together. Cheers. Cheers.
Yeah. Tonight is a statement of collective love for our dear couple and their parents. We have gathered together family members and friends that feel and act like family. The three of us came to Canada 21 years ago, and precisely those that we met on our arrival day are here tonight. They became friends, then family. Thank you. Thankfulness, blessings, heaven on earth. This is what I experience of family of three. Everywhere and anywhere, Europe, Africa, America. Also completeness. Never we felt that we were missing something or someone. We would call home anywhere we were together, even a hotel room rented for one night. We were always about the three of us. An universe in itself. Yes, open, welcoming, and intersecting with many others, but still remaining as one entity of three. This has changed. Abi met Frankie, we met Frankie, we met his immediate family, then we together met Maxie, the puppy, our Maxie, and the rest is history. We are all interwoven in the fabric of family love. That magic number 3 is no longer our family number. About Abi, most of you do not know, but this was her first word, Abi. We always called her Ana Bianca, and we were not smart enough nor willing to find a diminutive. Then she started repeating this word, Abi, 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 like a sweet announcement or joyful declaration of self-awareness. Before she was 1, she knew so many words to recognize but not utter. So we invented a game. We would ask, where is Tati? Where is the moon? Where is that? Where is there? And she would just point. And then, so I felt to ask her, where is Abi? And then she pointed to herself. Whoa, she made a name of herself so early on. It speaks volumes of her. She recognizes and loves her roots, yet with detachment, and defines herself as an individual determined to build her own path. Another early memory is from Romania. Not once we tried to make her walk. She became very early a master in speedy yet effective crawling. Then was her first sport in which she excelled. She waited for the perfect moment and the most appreciative audience, her parents. So one day we watched her standing up unexpectedly and walking towards us from the opposite side of the room, focused and determined, step after step. We were on mute and breathless till the very end, waiting for her. She completed that full journey by herself without any hesitation. Her first project management experience. Her first time on the bike in Germany. The first time learning to swim in Africa. Our number 3 had many such magic moments. We know that Abi wanted for the right choice, waited for the right choice in her new path when she introduced Frankie to us. We trusted her implicitly. In time we discovered Frankie for ourselves. and He made it deep into our hearts on His own right. He remained there as our son. We do have 2 children. Now about them, as it's all about them, they truly are a couple in the most profound way. Their respective foundations were almost identical. They grew up in loving and protective families and appreciative of that. Both are loving yet not possessive nor jealous, able to respect and aim for the other one's own fulfillment and inner transformation, inner growth. Each one is truly proud of the other. They recognize each other's need for personal space and own interests being pursued. As we all adults know, this is rare to find in most couples' lives. There is already maturity in the relationship. That quality takes a lifetime, or that's never achieved by other couples. We've discovered Frankie and his heart when we spent time together in the pandemic bubble. It was lovely to witness the caring gentleness that Frankie showed Abby and to us, and vice versa. It was a real treat for our hearts to feel Frankie's and our hearts melting together. About Frankie's parents and grandparents, all I can say, all we can say is thank you for embracing Anna Bianca and welcoming her not only in your family, but in your heart. We felt that. I have to say that since the day our daughter met you, she made you her family. Her face is glowing when she speaks about any of you, and exclusively with love and respect. This is the truth, and I love the spirit of heart that we found in Frankie's too. About our friends that came tonight, they are our family in Canada. So proud and grateful to call them as family. We never imagined this day to come. We are happy, as we can tell everyone, we have also a son, not only a daughter. We could not have imagined such celebratory moments without you. For the dear family and friends who are around the world, you are here with us as we always feel your love's embrace. Last words about Abby and Frankie. We'll start with Abby. She was God's son. After 7 years of marriage, exactly when we were in the midst of the most challenging times around us, this is when I felt that we are ready, and that in both ways. We are ready and the soul is ready to join us. I know it in the depth of my heart that now is the time. I pray to God, our child, to be a true seeker, to understand the importance of spirit over matter. Then I've added, dear God, if it also comes with a package of 10 fingers on her feet and hands and such, that would be a real bonus. And that's exactly what we got. We never cared if the child is a boy or a girl, didn't want to know it. Also, we both love the Smurfs cartoons so much as well. I really had an attraction for the blue eyes and their shape in an image representing the supreme innocent child. I've heard stories of that special connection with the baby during pregnancy and how mothers felt inspired in naming the child. Nothing as such for me. Yes, Abby was good to me when she lived with me, actually within me, and I was happy, but nothing special. When the time came, I checked in the hospital, but Abby took her time. You remember that she knows how and when to make an entrance. She waited 1 more week. But in that last week, she sent me a cue. I dreamt that the mother of the universe looked at me and sent me a white dove. She appeared to more like a magic queen dove with such white feathers and a little crown of feathers. She flew towards me and landed on my shoulder and touched her cheek to mine. Those moments were the purest moments of love that I ever felt in my life, and I knew love already. We were in love every day, me and Razvan, and I told God, and I loved God, and of course family and friends, but I was no stranger to love. But that was the purest form of oneness and love. Nothing else mattered, nothing else. Then the Holy Spirit, as Mother of the universe, like a goddess, looked to me and seriously showed me to be careful, to take care of her gift, of that divine gift. When I had the dream, I did not understand it at all. But when the nurse announced me that I have a daughter because I had a cesarean, right away I knew that she is a dove. She is my dove, and I call her Bianca, which is Italian for what? Then I talked to Razvan, and he said, let's give her also same name as we all have in Romania. He suggested Anna as in Mother Mary's mother, and we both felt right away that represents her too. She was complete, Anna Bianca, and we promised we'll never separate these two names. And so we did. By the way, after all these ethereal stories, if we come down to earth, the package was sent by God with humor, as always, and as well. Anna Bianca, as a baby, looked like a little Smurf. And then she was a baby that had the eyes shaped exactly as in the image I loved. And even the white eye of the eye was bluish. And the eyes were blue, which was a great start for the entire family. So that's why I am obsessed to preserve the Bianca in her name. And I ask everyone here tonight to make a pledge to support me with this. It's a good selfish cause. Back to both our beloved children. If I haven't said plenty enough, is that I admire their character, that I'm most grateful to see their beautiful humanity, their genuine innocence that is present in their adult life. What else a mother can ask, other than seeing beautiful human beings in her children and to see their love and care for each other. They have each other and both have us, always, always, always around them and for them, yours with immense love and gratitude. I was asked to write this for myself, but we are both together. So that's why so much I in it. So if you want to. You can sign together. I told you it's long, it's your fault to listen. Thank you, and we love everyone, thank everyone. Yes, of course.
Noi cei de aici vom fi pe sufletul alături de voi, de părinții voștri, de bunicii voștri, bunici mult mai fericiți decât mine, care vă pot îmbrățișa în acele clipe prețioase pentru viitorul vostru. Dragă Bișor, am multe amintiri frumoase cu tine, din copilărie până acum 3 ani. Și nu pot uita că voi dărui clipe frumoase în plimbările noastre pe malul lacului sau oriunde s-a putut. Și ți-ai mai ales lucrul prețios din studiul pentru master. Apreciez foarte mult și am apreciat foarte mult, dar nu ți-am spus. Închei, vă în toată inima mea pătrână, zile senine, cu fericire, în această călătorie în doi pe șirul vieții. Sempre, Oma.
Ana Bianca. Știu că astăzi este unul dintre cele mai importante evenimente din viața ta. Mi-aș fi dorit să fiu alături de tine fizic, că sufletește spune. Să pot spune tot ce simt pentru tine și ce-ți doresc în această împrejurare solemnă. La noi se urează casă de piatră, ceea ce înseamnă căsnicie fericită, bazată pe dragoste, înțelegere, răbdare și toleranță reciprocă. Mă opresc aici, căci greu îmi este să exprim în cuvinte ce simt un bunic la căsătoria iubitei sale nepoțele.
Casă de piatră.
Hi everyone, welcome to Frankie and Anna's wedding. I'm sure most of you know who I am, but I'm Frankie's younger brother Daniel, and I'd like to start off this speech today as I stand here by thanking you all first and foremost for being here on this beautiful day. As I stand here today, watching my big brother marry the love of his life, Anna, I can't help but appreciate how important and special love is and how powerful it is and how blessed we are to go through life with our best friend and soulmate and make endless memories that will last a lifetime. With that, Anna, I know without a doubt that you are the one for Frankie, and I'm confident you will protect and love Frankie endlessly and will always care for him until death do you part. You're a very special woman, Anna, and you're such a loving person, and I'm very proud to call you now my sister-in-law. Today, on this special day, I want to start off by congratulating Frankie and Anna on their wedding day. I believe love is a very special thing in this life that is often someone has ever found. Frankie, I can't say enough how thankful I am for you. What you've done for me and what we have been through as brothers through this crazy journey in life. No matter where life takes us and how far we are from one another, you'll always be the one I look up to. You'll always be my big brother. We've made so many memories as kids and as adults now. I'm so very grateful for that. And I will always hold every moment close to my heart. I want to share one of them with you because I think this will make you guys really laugh. Frankie had this great idea to play an April Fool's joke on Mom and Dad. So he told me to play dead on the floor. Now taken to realization, we had bunk beds, so Frankie made me lay on the floor and ran downstairs and said, "Daniel, call up the top bunk bed." Don't ask me what was running through Frankie's head as to how this could have been a good idea. Next thing you know, my parents come running upstairs in shock as my parents realize that I'm totally fine and it is in fact a joke and I'm not injured. My parents nearly had a heart attack. That definitely I will never forget. All jokes aside, I truly believe the reason we are the individuals we are today are because of our mother and father, because they did a fantastic job raising us, and I'm very thankful for that, and I'm sure you are as well. This is a very surreal day, and me as your little brother, as I'm trying to take all this in today, I want you to know how happy I am to be standing here and how proud I am of you, Frankie. You're going to do great things, and with that being said, you'll always be my brother, and I love you with all that heart. I wish for both of you full health and happiness forever, and nothing but the best in this life, and congratulations on this special day. Cheers.
Frankie was always in the college route of university, Frankie was always in the university route of high school, and I was always in the college route. So we never really had any classes together, but in my grade 12th year, I got put into a university stream course. I sat beside Frankie, and we had a few other friends sitting around us, so I wanted to stay in the course, which, in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have. Every test that came my way, Frank found different ways of getting the answers I needed, though. He would write on water bottles and turn it towards me. He would text me during the test, or simply slide me the paper. It was in that class Frankie stood up one day, and in true Frankie fashion, announced the entire class his acceptance to Western University. He had got the email as soon as we sat down for that class. One day, Frankie called me towards the end of his university career, telling me how he met a girl named Anna. I could tell how excited he was. He went on telling me how smart and beautiful she was, telling me how hard of a program she was in at Western. And when I met Anna, I could see everything he was talking about and just how great they were together. I admire how driven they are towards their goals as a couple, and how Frankie is one of the best guys I know, but somehow Anna makes him even better. They're so committed to each other and their new puppy Max. A couple weeks ago I asked Frank if he wanted to go golfing on a Saturday, and he said, "I can't golf any Saturdays for the next couple of months because Max has his puppy school." And Saturday is my day to take him. I thought to myself, wow, even their golden retriever is studious. When Frankie and Anna finished university, they both lived at home with their parents. And one day I asked him how the long distance relationship was going. And without hesitation, he looked at me and he said, "Buddy, we're solid. So here's to many more years of being solid. Cheers, the happy couple."
So table 2 is Frankie's table, right? You have your nonnas here, we saw them up here, you have all the grandparents, you have your parents here as well, hello parents. And brother, hi brother, yes. I think words must be falling short to express the joy you're feeling right now to see the marriage of your first son. And he told me that back in the day he didn't know how to skate. So he used to grab a pylon to go on the ice and skate, and then he wasn't even holding his hockey stick, sorry. But here he is giving his full support to the love of his life now. Are you not proud? And I also wanted to acknowledge both sets of the grandparents here who've had very similar journeys coming from Italy to Canada. You know, it is never easy to take away your roots and to establish them somewhere else. But here you are, you're seeing this network that you've grown here. This is all your roots taking place here, and this is what it has produced. So, yeah. I have and Franca and Franco, that's Frankie's dad's parents. You raised Frankie, you dropped him to and from school, you watched him grow up, you are like a second set of parents to him, all of you are, so I think you mean a whole lot to him. So I would also like to say something to you. Let's see how well Google Translate did. Congratulazioni per il matrimonio del tuo figlio, nipote. Siamo così felici di assistere all'unione delle due bellissime famiglie. Thank you guys. Oh, okay. Now we're on to table 3. And I'll do table 10 outside together. Table 10, table 3, make some noise. That you have your 2 tables, you need to do better than that, but okay. So that's my table. That's my hype crowd right here. This is us. Yeah. And most of us are from the Halton region, but our roots are from all over the world. And what connects us? What has brought us all here? Well, meditation does. We all, if you know Anna Bianca, you know that meditation holds a huge part of her life, hence her composure. You know, you see it, yes? But don't go on that. This will be the goofiest table, I tell you. This is the loudest, goofiest table out here as well. If you hear eagles coming, look to this table, they're making that noise. Forever children in their hearts in many, many ways, and you know, meditation, all of this has brought us together, our spirituality, and we can truly say that we feel like a family sitting there. I am also like a part of the family, and I feel at home, like this is my family here in Canada. And in general, just everywhere, this is my family. And we love and cherish Abby, and so many of her sides, and she's always brought her vibrant self to support so many different things. There's so many different things we do, and she's always there, and we just operate like a family. So this is this table, that table outside, this is us. Yeah. Okay, table 4. Who knows who's table 4? Table 4. So this table is featuring Frankie's aunts, uncles, and cousins. Yeah? So that's Frankie's hockey team. You probably have to pull his weight, apparently, hearing from how he was. Skateboarding, how is he at skateboarding? No comments, they don't want to embarrass you here. And then we also have some of the groomsmen sitting here as well who stood beside Frankie today as he got married to Anna Bianca. Table 5. So we'll start with Brendan, who is Frankie's best man, and he's been a lifelong friend to Frankie, and he's been give us the inside scoop on Frankie, some details that we want to know. And we'll also, then the rest of the table are the bridesmaids that were present. Abby has very stunning friends, yeah? Yeah. So actually Navina, hi. She mastered the art of lifting Abby's dress up so it wouldn't get dirty. Navina actually went to Western with Abby, yes, and she actually was basically like her mentor in grad school. So props to Navina for getting Abby through very hard times. And Giselle and Nawal have been by Ana Bianca's side since grade 9. Please ask them about her like adolescent years. And I don't know what boy band she was into, but apparently she went to a Skrillex concert. I just learned that today. Anyway, sorry. And so Nawal, apparently Abby thought her name was Noel, like Christmas. So if you want to just, play around with her, you can call her Noel for the rest of the evening. Table 6.
Yeah.
Table 6 is the prize for having good cheer. So that we have Frankie's dad's sister present. Hi. Hello. And then we also have Brandon's parents present here. So the best man's parents are here. Hello. Thank you for being here, all of you. Again, it goes to show the foundations that you are also supporting. Huge part that you play in Francesco's life, Frankie's life. So we'll move to table 7. Table 7? Is table 7 paying attention? Table 7 was focused on getting their cheer to be the loudest. I'm sorry I have no prize, but maybe you can get a bigger slice of the cake. And they're actually coming, some of you are coming from Montreal? Montreal? There's an uncle from Italy? Hi! So, table 8. Table 8? So these are Frankie's friends from Uxbridge. Has anyone been to Uxbridge? He wanted you to know that he holds all of you very closely for shaping him and giving him the values he cherishes today. And you've been friends, who are there for him for life, and many of you have also known him since birth, apparently. So we're gonna have some photos of him, embarrassing photos, I don't know, to show to me. So, table 9. I hope all of you feel very sorry for yourselves because they just outed themselves there, yeah? Yeah. If there's 3 tears, they're going to you. So, Hannah. Hi, Hannah. So just fun facts. I'm just sharing some fun facts that I know. So Hannah actually was with Ana Bianca in university in her undergrad, and actually Ana Bianca's dad is a computer. He's a software developer, and he wanted Ana Bianca to become a software developer. So she took a course in university to become just to take one course, just be a piece of parents, but. Just dip her feet into some recursions and for loops. But so thank you, Hannah. I want to thank you on her behalf for getting her through those courses and doing her assignments. We also want to say hello to Pedro, who's coming here all the way from London, Ontario. And Frankie's as well. So thank you for coming. And shout out to Frankie's Western friends. Eli and Tom. Eli and Tomcat is like a rapper name. So apparently I learned that that Frankie was like a worst squash player among the three of you? Why is he mad at this? Have you improved? So we also have Jessie here. Jessie, hi Jessie. So, can't be ready for Anna Bianca proposing you. Yeah, kept them alive. So, a huge round of applause for everyone. Thank you everyone for going around the table. We can raise our glasses. So, all the puzzle pieces come together to raise a glass to the happy couple. We all fit the picture we completed together. So, cheers to the happy couple. I feel like Pitbull tonight because he's featured in every song. And that's what I feel like. I'm just everywhere. So I was joking with Abby the other day. I'm like, you know, on your wedding sign out front, it should be Anna weds Francesco featuring Shivangana, you know? So, my speech is the least prepared section. If you can see, it's the most blank here. But I hope my love has exuded through the other aspects that I have maybe helped out with. So forgive me for the speech that last tonight.
Great job.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you, table 7. Table 7. Thank you, table 7. Table 7 at home, baby. So, I would like to celebrate 7 gifts of sisterhood that Anna Bianca and I have shared together and that she has given me. And she has given to many people around her. Beginning with wisdom and innocence. So I don't know if you'll get a chance to see Anna Bianca's photos from when she was a kid. And I did not know her back then. I've only known her since 2016. But you'll see from her photos in the childhood that she was such a wise young soul. And just having her presence in my life has been that anchoring factor in the friendship and the sisterhood that she's given me. Every time you can turn to her for words of advice, any difficulty that's happening, and she will be there like a rock for you. The second gift is the creativity that flows through her. We've seen plenty examples of that tonight. And Anna Bianca, and also I just wanted to draw attention to her outfit because this is just work of her own creativity. She was like the mastermind behind the vision, and she's brought something completely unique to the table. And we were walking through the streets of downtown today, and all eyes were on her because this is a European beauty just walking through the streets of Toronto and Bay Street. So the creativity that she's given us is so awe-inspiring and is so enlightened, and just every time that she brings anything to the table, there's just a whole other perspective to it, and that is something that I've sincerely learned from. I can say that the table there has learned so much from Anna Bianca, and I hope that having Anna Bianca be more in Frankie's life and your life, you'll get to see her creativity just like greatly through your lives as well. The third gift is the sense of satisfaction Trish provides. So we've had a lot of puppy dates over the last few months. I got a puppy a few days before she got a puppy. And so she always comes over with treats, not just for my puppy, but treats for me as well. So she knows how to keep everyone satisfied. And the gifts that she gives to people, and Navina and I were talking about it, she exactly knows what a person wants when they want it, and she always brings that forward. I don't know how she does it, but your Christmases are going to be awesome. It goes to show that she knows the heart of a person, so that's something that I treasure about her. The fourth gift is the love she has. The confidence she carries, the security she brings to all of us. She knows how to soothe. And there are times when we're anxious, and I've been there. I don't know, Frankie's probably been there, but she knows, she's like a balm over all of the nervousness that we might feel. She provides that sense of security to us. The fifth gift is that sense of collectivity and belonging. We've shared quite a few moments of just spiritual richness, but also a lot of goofiness where I've seen her do handstands in my home. We were attending those back in 2019. She's now mastered them. So lots of goofiness that I share with her, but always I can turn to her for the sisterhood that I never had, and that sense of collectivity and belonging, because she's always there like a sister to me. The sixth one is a sense of forgiveness. She operates. But seriously, these are serious things that she really carries with her, right? So always she's so unassuming with all the things that she has, very unassuming, and she has so many things that she carries with her, but yet will never have that ego behind it. And that is something that in this world, in this day and age, she definitely is a role model to all of us, and definitely to me. And above all, I thank you for all these things that you bring to us, Ana Bianca. And I'm so happy that Frankie is here with you, that you're marrying him. And I just hope that I get to learn from both of you the love that you share. You taught me so much already, and I know that all of us are so excited to see you grow and just be together forever and always. Thank you. Back to my pit bull self. I don't know if we're taking a break here. I will. Okay, we'll be back.
I know that I'm truly blessed by God to be able to share this special moment with all of you during COVID and just see everyone's faces today. I know I didn't see everyone's face coming down the aisle, but just the music and people that I haven't seen in a long time, this is really special for me and Anna to have this done. A lot of you know we moved our date 4 times, and we were supposed to have hundreds of people, but I don't think any of that matters now. We have each other, and it's been so special at this point. We're going up on each time. I'll try not to cry. I did enough of that already. I wanted to first thank the individuals who made this day possible. My wedding planner, Roxanne, where are you? Left home. Thank you, Roxanne. Woo! Let's get a round of applause. What an amazing day. I also want to thank Rosa. Rosa, I don't know where you are. Maybe you're making dessert, but I just wanted to say thank you. We never thought we would be here in just 5 weeks, and we accomplished our wedding. We accomplished our dreams, and we couldn't have done it without you. To my friends from Uxbridge, to you guys. Thank you, Rosa. Can we get a round of applause to Rosa, please? And Roxanne behind her with the black mask. Wave your hand, Roxanne. Woo! To my friends from Uxbridge and University that are here tonight, I want you guys to know that you're my closest and most dearest friends that supported me to the wedding altar today. No, seriously, I had like 200 Italians I was supposed to bring to this wedding, and you're all here. And an 80-person limit. For anyone who doesn't know, shortly after I was born in Toronto, my parents moved to Uxbridge in the late 90s. So many of my friends here tonight have known me my entire life, and that's something very special I hold close to my heart. Some of my friends tonight, in fact, would know me for so long, and this was already said, that in Timbit hockey, I did substitute the stick with a pylon. Is Kevin Smalley here to claim that? Or my friends would also remember the skinny jeans I wore in grade 9, and yes, they were from the girls section of H&M. Growing up with you guys taught me the values of true friendship. I love you guys. I know as we grow into our separate lives together, you'll always be there for us. Thank you. To my best man,
Brandon Goodfellow, look into my eyes. I'll be careful what I say tonight because I know your parents are at the back and there's so much I could talk between our friend group here. But Mr. and Mrs. Goodfellow, you should be very proud of your son. Cassidy, you should be very proud of your fiance. To me, he possesses all the qualities of a good friend. And from this, we have built a great friendship. To me, Brandon is truly a man that will always give more than he takes. He is a man that is genuine, loyal, positive, open, and honest. He believes in me, and we have mutual respect for each other. And while we personally build on our common interests, he also appreciates the differences in others. Thank you for being up here with me today, on my special day, Brandon. I love you, buddy. To my family that's here tonight, I'm so happy I could share this special moment with all of you. I want you to know that your love, support, throughout my entire life and childhood has taught me the importance of this family and the security that it provides me. I will continue to carry on these values as I grow my life with Anna Bianca. Thank you. To my Gianna and Zia Luigi, or Zia Luigi as I used to say it, because I couldn't pronounce the Louie. Right. You guys have always been so close to me and Daniel as we grew up with Vanessa and Mia Francesca, and I always cherish the memories we had together. To my Zia Patty and Zia Doris, you've raised 3 amazing boys, and I'm so happy to have them stand by my side today. They are my best friends, and no matter what, however long it's been since we've last talked, we always pick up where we left off. Whether it's playing Zelda on the Nintendo 64, teaching me how to set up my new MP3 player in 2006, or bringing me to the wedding altar today and teaching me how to be a husband to you, Anna. To Matthew and Nicholas, you guys have both been there for me. To Rocco, you've been a leader to me. I know I speak on behalf of me and Daniel both when we say that I promise the 5 of us will always be close. To Daniel, my one and only little brother, you were so important to me. From the very beginning, I can remember almost every moment we shared together. I remember cleaning your baby room with Nonna Pranga the night before you were born. And Zia Patty, you came to watch us and the boys. I don't even think my parents know this, but I remember being so happy when you were born, Daniel, because I knew the special bond between Rocco, Matthew, and Nicholas, and I was excited to have my lifelong best friend too. I knew once you came home, I would never be alone again. Daniel, I vow to always protect you. I vow to always be there to listen to you, resolve conflicts in a mature and honest way. I vow to comfort you, and when you are confronted with challenges in life, I will give you advice based on my own personal experiences. We have built our relationship on a strong foundation of open communication and mutual trust. You love me unconditionally, even though you know my faults. You are one of the very few people that knows me intimately and speaks my language. I know we can always pick up even if we haven't talked in weeks. You are my biggest supporter and you keep me humble. And for that, I'm proud to call you my brother, Daniel. I love you. To my grandparents, where can I even begin? You 4 are the most inspirational people in my life. You guys spoiled me with love and taught me the importance of family. Your sacrifices to come here for a better life will pay dividends to our family for generations to come. To Nonna Vincenza and Nonna Rocco, your 5 boys, me, Daniel, Rocco, Matthew, and Nicholas, love you very much. And maybe now is a good time to tell you, we did break all the glass lamps in the basement playing soccer and trying to fix them with Scotch tape. I'll remember the times when you would come to Uxbridge and watch Scrunchy when we were on vacation. She loved you so much. Max will love you too. You and Nono encouraged me to get the best education and always told me that I could accomplish my hopes and dreams here. You brought me and Anna Bianca into our home with open arms, and every time we see Nono Rocco, he'll always say, "How's Gabrielle?" I love you guys so much. To my Nonna Pranga and my Nonno Prango, where can I even begin? Thank you for being like second parents to me. You've done so much for me and Daniel. But you always made sure we were fed. breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Somehow I still have a body mass index of 15. You always made sure we got on the school bus safe, got home safe, drove us around Uxbridge for sports, friends' houses, and part-time jobs. I will always share these memories I made with you, and when I lived with you after university and waited for Anna Bianca to finish school. Nonna, you were always there cooking for your friends and family, and I'll remember that. I'll never go hungry when I'm in your house. Whether it's a fresh cut fruit in the summer, weekend barbecues in the backyard with Nonno, or late night snacks that we used to call our spezzacchias. I want you to know that I'll always remember these moments. Nonno, you taught me the value of hard work and to work for what you want in life, and that it's possible to wake up at 5 a.m. for 50 years straight. I'll never be built like you, but you two live for your family. I'm so lucky to have you as my grandparents. Sam and Bianca's parents, my mommy and Tati. In my vows today, I mentioned that Anna Bianca quickly felt like family from the beginning, and you guys have always treated me like your own son. You raised an incredibly strong woman. Mama, to me, Anna Bianca is a creation of your extension of your loving heart. I see so much of her inside of you. She has learned so many languages, religions, cultures from you. Anna Bianca is always guiding me to work on my inner self, and I know that she gets this strong emotional intelligence from you. Thank you for always being there to listen to my worries, and most importantly, understand my perspective. I'm so proud to have you as my mama. I love you. Tati, Tata, what do you want? Let's decide today. You have raised an incredibly strong and confident young woman. You and Anna Bianca have an extremely special bond. Thank you for always keeping me calm, reassuring me, and telling me that I don't need to worry anymore. I really look up to you, Tati. I love you. To my parents, Carmen and Candy Berardi. You've done everything a child can ask for. You've provided me and Daniel with a life filled with love, security, and purpose. Daniel and I recognize that you made sacrifices to give us this life. Now that I'm older and have had the opportunity to reflect on my child, I want you guys to know this one thing. You did amazing jobs as parents. To Dad, thank you for being such a good role model to me and Daniel. You are a man that lives for his boys. Around you, I feel protected. You are a wall of security and trust. You are my greatest teacher. You taught me the consequences of making wrong decisions, and you built confidence and instilled character in myself. You taught me how I could be a good man to my family, and most importantly, to Anna Bianca. Spending time with you is always fun. Golfing, Toronto Maple Leafs games, traveling, everything when I'm with you. You are a great man with a greater heart. I love you, Dad. Thank you for everything. To my mom, you look beautiful tonight. I want you to know that you are the rock in my life. And knowing that you are just a phone call away really helps me when I get anxious. I feel unconditional love from you as a mother. I will always come to you when I need a hug, and I will need a hug in life. You are patient. You listen to what I have to say, and you understand my point of view. You'll always be patient when I worry, and you'll always be my greatest source of encouragement. I love you, Mom. To my wife, Anna Bianca, we did it. I'm almost three-way there. Vows, grace. The speech is almost over. I didn't write a speech for me and you tonight because I just wanted to speak from the bottom of our heart. Abby, when I think about you and I think about our early memories, I think about the summer of 2015 when you would come up to London on the weekends. I didn't have anyone there. I was alone, and that's when I felt like family with you, and I know you did too. And it's been a long 7 years, but I know we're stronger, we're more mature, and we're going to create an amazing life for ourselves. I promise. I love you. down on the dance floor tonight.
Okay, I'll just go next and just ride off of his emotions, and then hopefully you guys are still crying and laughing, and I can pretend it's my speech that you're still sobbing from. There's a lot of parts of my speech that I can't say anymore because a lot of people have already said it. Siobhan and I used a lot about each of the tables here tonight, so I will try and keep that out. But I'll get started. So I'd like to thank everyone for making it out here today and attending this special event in our lives. I still can't believe this day has come after 4 wedding dates. I know everyone here today truly cares for Frankie and I, and we greatly appreciate you coming out to this pandemic wedding. It'll definitely be something that we remember and tell our kids about. I hope you pulled out that fancy dress or suit that has been collecting dust in your closet for the last 2 years. I hope you're wearing that today. You all look great tonight. Many of you are here from across Ontario and even out of province and out of country. So shout out to people from Montreal. And from BC. And even the Cayman Islands. I'd like to start with a bit of background about how Frankie and I got here and how each and every one of you have helped us along the way to get to this moment. My parents and I left Romania in search for a better life. Along the way to Canada, we lived in many different places like Germany, India, Guinea in Africa. Eventually we settled down in Canada and the rest is history. Of course, this summary doesn't begin to describe the hardships and also moments of great happiness along the way. But in this country, I met the guy I would end up marrying, and it's also where my parents and I found our chosen family. We are a relatively small family. I am the only daughter of my parents, and even the rest of my family back in Romania who couldn't make it here today, they all had about 1 or 2 children. Probably from being scarred living through communist Romania. They were like, no more. So we're a very small bunch. And so that being said, I'm very much aware of the large Italian family I'm marrying into. That intro about my small family is mainly so you all know where I'm coming from. So that being said, I'd like to thank Frankie's family for welcoming me with open arms and for treating me as one of their own from the very beginning. You have made me feel very special, and I love it when the Nonas tell me they love me before I leave their house, and then they put a big take-home package of food in my hand. Thank you for putting up with me bringing homework and assignments from school to all family gatherings. And yes. And also my awkward introverted self, since I'm not used to very large family gatherings, but I think I've warmed up over the years. I'm very lucky to be treated by my husband's family with such love, kindness, and respect. I can't wait to share the rest of our life with you. So thank you. Thank you to my other family, the Halpin Sahaji Yogis, and the other yogis as well. You have showered me and my parents with so much love over the last decade and more that it's hard to put into words. Thank you, Auntie Carmela, for being my grandmother in Canada. Thank you to Paula, Kathleen, Anjali, Auntie Kruti for creating a hub of love around me and for treating me as your sister and daughter. You are truly my family, and I hope to have you in my life forever. I'd like to say thank you to my friends who have helped me along the way. Noel and Giselle, thank you for being a witness to all my embarrassing moments in high school and still standing by my side today. Giselle, thank you for calling my mom and vouching for me on the phone when she used to be mad at me. I remember that very well. Navina, again, thank you for being my grad school mentor / buddy and healthcare career buddy as well. Hannah, thank you for getting me through Western, but also my failed attempts at making my father proud. I did not end up being an engineer, and I will never be. Sorry. Thank you, Hajo, for getting me through physiology class and making it here all the way from London and representing the city in which Frankie and I fell in love. And thank you to all of Frankie's friends. Even if I haven't met you, I look forward to getting to know you over the years, and I know how much you mean to him. So thank you for supporting him and being there for me. Yeah. For him. Sorry, not me. Okay, now, can I get a round of applause for our amazing MC and maid of honor, Shivangna? Shivangna, thank you for putting so much heart in everything you do and for treating me like a sister I never had. You've made this night so memorable for myself and Frankie, and I'm sure for all the guests as well. I will never forget how much of a part of this day you have been. Okay, now comes the heavy part of the speech. The most important people in our lives, our parents. So to my parents, Mama Shitata, I love you so much. Words are not enough to explain the gratitude and respect I have for you. Thank you for shaping me into the person I am today. As my mom always says, all my good qualities are from them and my bad qualities are just me. I've said that before. It's always been us three against the world, and the adventures we've had as a family around the world together are more than what most people have in a lifetime. I am so lucky to have been born into your family where there was always an abundance of love through all the ups and downs, through all the fights, through my teenage angst years. I hope you know deep down how much I love you and that you mean the world to me. Let's just say it's not easy being an only child, let alone a girl, with parents who watch you like a hawk. Dati, thank you for showing me by example how a man should be. Thank you for endless patience with me. Thank you for your big heart, and most of all, for always spoiling me. Mama, you are my rock. I don't know what I would do without you. Our personalities are very different, but somehow we always think the same. You have shown me what a woman should be, how to be strong, nurturing, how to bring the best in people, and how to build up and care for the community around you. Over the years, you've built up my confidence, self-esteem, and also my outspokenness. Thank you for always guiding my intellect, emotional intelligence, and spirituality. There is no one on this earth I respect more than you two. It kills me to think about the hardships you've gone through in life and how despite it all, you're good people and an example of the world. Thank you for preparing me for life. You've given me the confidence to go into the world, be an adult, and someday a mother. Thank you for loving Frankie like your own son. And for always supporting us. To Frankie's parents, thank you for being the best in-laws ever. I have to say we're both very lucky to have parents that love us both, truly. It doesn't happen often. So, Candida and Carmen, thank you for treating me like your own daughter, for always supporting me. Carmen, you always make me laugh every time I see you. And Candy, I always feel your warmth, love, and care. But most of all, thank you for shaping Frankie to the man he is today. I know he had great role models growing up, and whenever I'm mad at him, I go, I know that's not how your parents raised you. I can't wait to share the rest of Frankie and I's journey with you. Now on to Frankie. my husband. It's crazy to think that this day has come and almost gone. I'm sure you're very happy that wedding planning is over and that my attention can be on you again. Frankie, my favorite thing about us is how we grew up together. We were university kids when we first met. We used to spend the whole day together to study for exams, help each other on assignments. That's all he had for dinner, penne with butter. But now he's an amazing cook, and I try to take advantage of it as much as I can, and he'll tell you that. I'm always going to remember those first few years at school where we met. We were so innocent. We didn't have any responsibilities other than getting good grades. We spent every day together, loved every minute of it, and that's how years later we survived the pandemic, locked together for 2 years. Frankie, thank you for being my best friend, my companion, partner, and biggest fan. Most of all, thank you for having the courage to ask me out. It's crazy to think we made it to this point, but looking back at us together from the start, we were always family and meant to share our lives together. I always joke that he feels like a brother to me, even though we're far from that. Some people even ask if we're related because we look alike. But don't worry, we did our ancestry test, we are not related. But you're like the sibling and close friend that I never had. I've moved a lot in life, across continents and countries, had to make new friends every few years. So I never got to experience that true inseparable friendship until I met you. I knew when I met you that you'd be a special person in my life, and I'm so lucky to have met you. I'm truly proud of you to be my husband, and I'm always confident when I show you off to my friends, coworkers, and family. You have qualities that I'm still working on. You're so good with people, so friendly, so attentive, and everyone who meets you falls in love with you instantly. I'm much more introverted, I'm a nerd, and I don't drink. So thank you for loving me for who I am. I don't particularly look forward to old age, but I look forward to experiencing it with you. For all our inside jokes and looking back at our lives and laughing how the world has changed over the years. My favorite times with you are when you are being honest, open, and joyful, and I hope you'll find it in your heart to keep onto these qualities and to always find the good in life. That's it. Thanks everyone for listening to my long speech. I hope you all had fun. I hope you enjoyed the food. It was really good, and I promise there's not much more of this. We'll get to the dance floor very soon.
Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, we're listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it, darling. You look perfect tonight. Well, I found a woman. Looks like we made it. Look how far we've come, my baby. We might have took the long way. We get there someday. They say out there they'll never make it. But there's a look at what's going on. We're still together, still holding this on. Still wanna run to when your legs don't work like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off of your feet. Will you now still remember the taste of my love?
Let's hear some love for Frankie and Anna, folks. Come on, a little bit of love here.
We'll be loving you till we're 17. And baby, my heart could still fall as hard at 23. And I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe just a touch of a hand. We are falling in love with you every single day. eye, dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, we're listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it, darling, you